All right, this is going to be for everybody that's been following along on Gracie's hoof journey over the years. And the topic at hand is club foot, or as another doctor put it, a stump foot. Now, Gracie's always had, we could also call it asymmetrical feet as well. It's sometimes called high-low. And so where one foot is lower and one foot is higher. And there are some good theories out there that you can get them closer to matching and all that kind of stuff. I just want to talk about her front feet. If anybody's been following along, I'll see if I can edit this and put a little before picture from a long time ago and give you an idea. But I want to show a little bit more of a close-up here, and we can see sort of how her foot is built. Now, this is post-trim today, and we can see, as I talked about in Little Misses, how the walls are very smooth. There's just very, very tiny ridges in these feet. Just the slightest bit here, this little bit here, and then a little tiny bit here, but you can just barely feel some kind of indentation. So essentially what I'm saying is that, and same for this foot over here, you just kind of see those tiny ridges. So those are times when I've been slightly late. So it happens. You get extra hard ground, or you're slightly late. And that's just the way it goes. But the height and the sort of angle of this heel is different than the other one, right? This one's a little bit more of a steep angle of a foot, and this one's not quite as. Yeah, let's come on the other side of her. It'll be easier if I show this. Now, high-low is no big deal. Super high and super low is a big deal. Oh, I can also show you something else that's kind of interesting. But anyway, so you see how this bit is not as high off the ground as that. So it's kind of called high-low, and some people call it, that would be a club foot or something like that. What I'm trying to just say is, like, with constant trimming, especially if we look back in time, we can really see the difference between now and then. But I can get these closer and closer as time goes on. But based on either just genetics or the way the horse was trimmed sort of long term, if she goes, for whatever reason. Oh, I see. Yoka's on her way out to the trails, so she's got to go check it out. But essentially what we're looking at, or we're thinking about as we trim, is slow and steady good progress over time, because I can't make a massive change to her feet, because what we'll end up doing is hi Gracie, is affecting the tendons and the ligaments in there that need a lot of time to sort of stretch out and go a little bit longer. And so we don't want to cause any pain or uncomfortableness. So her feet are coming along. And what do you want? I know she's gone out. Do you want to go out too? Should we go out to the trails as well? Good. Oh, she just nodded at me. Hello. So high-low feet or asymmetrical feet aren't very unusual, interestingly enough, but we do want to try to get them a little more symmetrical. So meaning that both feet kind of look or are the same shape. And that would be beneficial for her for conformation in the long run, as we sort of get the skeletal structure symmetrical on each side. Not that it has to be. So I guess more than anything, I just want to say, you don't have to have a horse be symmetrical. No reason to get too worried. But the sayings are, being asymmetrical, or having high-low, or a club foot, or things like that. Yeah, I know. We can go out I'll probably take her out. We'll go do a wander around. Anyhow, so that's a little bit of Gracie for feet, and she's really coming along. Still got to work on these back feet. They've got some what are called the lateral bars. There's something just still working its way through over the years, and but getting better, but it just takes time. Sometimes it's a step forward and a step back and 2 forward and 1 back again, and you know, just always be taking your time when working with feet. It's plenty of times it is absolutely not an instantaneous process, and I've said before that a lot of times hoof problems, or in our case for Gracie here, the sometimes, you know, almost any problem, however long it took to put it in, is about the time it's going to take to take it out. So we're at about that time in about 4 years now. So I expect everything to really start to come together. And I think her feet, her front feet for sure, and her back feet are better, but her front feet really kind of become much more symmetrical in the end. So it's good. Today we got a pretty good day. A little cloudy, but at least it's clear, not raining at the moment. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.